Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene is furious after Representative Maxine Waters dinged her for using PPP loans. Now, in a post on Twitter, Greene wrote, "Maxine Waters is attacking me for taking a PPP loan like somebody had to. Before I was a member of Congress, when the tyrannical government shut us all down. Maxine is 85 years old and has held government office since 1976. Well, that would mean that she seems to be pretty popular with her constituents and pretty good at running elections. This might have been in response to Waters denouncing the Republican plan to try to weaken the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. In her speech a couple of days ago, she said this: "Many of us recalled the challenges that too many small businesses faced during the COVID-19 pandemic. Unfortunately, when Congress stepped in to provide relief through the Paycheck Protection Program, the big banks that were tasked with implementing the program chose to prioritize their concierge clients, initially leaving small businesses, especially those owned by people of color, out in the cold." So I'm assuming that Marjorie Greene took offense to being called a concierge client. Now, she borrowed $183,504 in Paycheck Protection loan money. And, oh, would you look at that? Marjorie Greene had all of her money forgiven. Well, look at that. But she happens to hate the idea of students, for example, getting their student loans forgiven, right? Oh, you got to pay those. You take out a loan, you pay it back. Well, wait, you took out a loan and then you didn't pay it back. You got it forgiven. So what's the issue? By the way, she was at the time running for Congress. So a bit of hypocrisy there. Now, Greene's not done. She said Waters is both too old yet lacks life experience. Oh, that's rich. To be in the House judging others, which, apparently Marjorie Greene has the life experience to be in her position? Really? Have any of you heard Marjorie Greene talk? She's about as dumb as Lauren Boebert when it comes to issues. So Marjorie Greene says this, quote, "She has no idea what it's like to meet payroll and keep a business running. Maxine has everything wrong with politicians today. Too old, no real life experience, corrupt and tyrannical." Yeah, look, it's true that that Maxine Waters is 85 years old. Yes. Donald Trump's 77. He's not exactly a spring chicken either, but you have no problem with, again, electing Donald Trump to office. So I know there's a little bit of an age difference, but at the same time, Donald Trump's also pretty old. Now, that said, unlike Trump, Maxine Waters can form coherent sentences. But here's the thing. I want to talk about corruption a little bit, okay? So now, Greene, look, she's been accused of being corrupt, specifically concerning her stock trades, congressional stock trades. So now, according to the complaint, to a complaint to the Office of Congressional Ethics, Greene had improperly reported her stock trades in years 2020 to 2021. Now, I don't think that any member of Congress should be able to trade stocks. I think that does lead to corruption because, look, you're going to, as a member of Congress, you're going to be voting on things that are potentially going to affect the things that you're invested in. So that's why I think we should ban all congressional stock trades. So nonetheless, Greene decided to not only do the stocks, which again, a lot of Congress people do, but then she decided just to hide it. Wait, hold on here. She hid them. And of course, look, one of the few rules that Congress has is that you at least have to disclose your stock trades. She didn't. On 4 occasions, the value of Greene stocks had changed significantly between her 2020 and her 2021 personal financial disclosures, indicating that she very likely made additional stock trades that were not disclosed. On 12 occasions, stocks that were not listed on Greene's 2020 disclosures appeared on her 2021 disclosures without accompanying records for the stock acquisitions. On 13 occasions, Greene did not report stocks that were traded on December 31st, 2021 until May 16th of 2022, far past the 45-day window for disclosing transactions. So stock reporting is one of the very, very few anti-corruption measures that we have in Congress. Not nearly strong enough, obviously super weak. You just have to report that, hey, look, I'm doing corruption. oh, okay, you're doing corruption? Sure, let's write that down. Because that kind of corruption is illegal. But that very basic rule she couldn't even follow. She couldn't even follow it. And then, of course, there's something that happened earlier today, and that was the ouster of Representative George Santos for corruption. There was a recent report that came out of the House Ethics Committee saying that George Santos did a lot of very bad no-nos, like fraud. Yes, and even theft. By the way, speaking of theft, George Santos even allegedly stole money from his Republican colleagues. Do you want to know how this anti-corruption crusader, Marjorie Greene, voted when it came to Santos? She voted against expelling him. She was like, oh, no, he did corruption. Let's keep him. Let's keep him. No, Marjorie Greene doesn't care about corruption at all. The issue with Greene is, well, I mean, should be fairly obvious because it's a lot of people's problem. She just hates it when you call her out on her own BS.